This one is from Disney.
6-year-old Kirill Facey saves the best ornaments for last, the ones with special memories made in his new life.
My family.
A family who chose him when no one else would.
He was looking for someone to love him. We were looking for someone to love.
This ornament's from my first Christmas with my family.
Doug and Leslie Facey adopted Kirill from an orphanage in Kazakhstan when he was 4 years old. Kirill was born with only one hand, abandoned in the hospital.
I don't get how people who are fortunate enough to be able to have a child naturally can just give him up because he's missing one hand.
Hello, Gramp.
Sit up.
Doug's own father, Chris, now Kirill's grandfather, was also born without a hand. So when Kirill was matched with the Faceys during the adoption process, the coincidence was stunning.
The odds were astronomical. Did we show him how we shake hands?
Yeah.
A special handshake that only they can share. The bond between Kirill and his grandfather has deepened since the day this photo was taken in the St. John's Airport in 2015. It was the first time Kirill ever saw another person like him and realized he's not alone. Back then, Kirill spoke only Russian.
This is my dad.
Before coming to Newfoundland, he never held a marker or drew a picture.
Daddy's a girl.
Kirill never even experienced a bath before.
Daddy has one eyeball.
All he'd had was sort of a damp towel wipe him down.
A lot has changed since then.
You say the word bath, the clothes come off. So just watch what you say for the next few minutes.
Kirill now has 2 prosthetic arms, one for bike riding, one for gymnastics, both decorated with images of superheroes.
He's outgoing. He loves everybody. He loves his class. He loves his friends. He loves playing. He's a handful, right? No pun intended.
Kirill is also an avid hugger, as if he were making up for lost time.
He just has so much love to give. He just needed a place to give it.
One of his great loves is singing, especially the national anthem.
Oh, Canada.
I think part of it is he realizes he's now in Canada and he loves being in Canada. He was telling me the other day, Mommy, I love it here. The air's so clean.
Leslie says Kirill still remembers his former life in Kazakhstan. She can't bear to imagine a different reality in which he is still living in that orphanage.
I can't go there because it would break my heart.
For 4 years of his life, he had to worry about survival. Will I get another meal? Where do I sleep? Will someone ever care about me? Now that he's here, he gets to be a 6-year-old kid, which is what he should be, where he worries about, well, where are my markers? What am I doing in school tomorrow?
And he has a role model in his grandfather, a successful businessman, a former athlete who was never hindered by being short a hand.
He will know that anything he wants to do, he can do. He may have to do it slightly different, but he'll be able to do it.
Chris knows that role will be important in Kirill's life, but
The real story is the adoption of a little boy who nobody wanted.
many would say Kirill is the lucky one.
Not as lucky as we are to have him.
A wink to Kirill, a hug in return, an exchange of love and gratitude for everything they now have.
He's a good cuddler.
Carolyn Stokes, CBC News, Paradise.